Okay, you ready to get started?
I'm ready, dude. Why is everyone acting like I'm not? Okay,
Okay,
here we go.
this is gonna be a lit podcast.
Litty.
I have what are we gonna call it? We call her the white girl and wildin' out,
Yes.
Maddie with a fatty, the one and only Maddy Smith. Up in hell, what's good?
Holy shit. There's so many good things. First of all, I have a cappuccino. Second of all, I don't think I have a UTI, and I was worried this morning, but I think I was just heavily dehydrated.
I didn't from the cappuccino.
Have you ever been that? No, like from just like eating only salt and no water.
Dude,
no water.
I just told myself like I have high cholesterol apparently. Don't even know how that happened. I know exactly how it happened. I didn't work out for like 2 years. And I ended up
I think
having Taco
fine.
Bell. I had Taco Bell the other day and it was scrumptious, scrumdiddlyumptious.
I had Taco Bell the other day too.
And afterwards I go, is there sodium in this? No one teaches you like what's in shit. And
no
I'm like,
one.
And then it's like sugars and everything.
Everything.
I am impressed that you're a cappuccino girly though. It's very
I'm literally not. I look
very
so
editorial.
cool. No, I look so cool.
Very
I
editorial of you.
look at the drip, you know how it's a drip coffee, blah, blah, blah. And you know how sometimes at a drip coffee place you say, can I have a cup of coffee, black? And they're like, well, you have to tell us what kind you want. And that's actually ounces, so please give us a minute. And I'm like, where are you from? And he's like, Indiana. So I go in with confidence today because I'm confident now. I'm confident.
Yes.
It's the year of So I walk in and it says drip coffee. And I'm like, just say it confidently and with a period. And I said, I would like a cup of black coffee. So, okay, this is the longest story ever. I said it confidently, but then she came back and said, we're actually out of like our drip coffee right now. You want something with an Americano twist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So long story short, that was way too long.
No, I'm into it.
But now I have a cappuccino, and I never drink cappuccinos. Believe it or not.
I feel
but now I'm going to.
What you order really like sets the day for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you think you're worthy of that cappuccino?
Yeah.
Because like, if you don't even have the balls to order cappuccino, like, you're not ready for that.
Wait, are you nagging me?
No. Oh. No, I'm saying.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, holy
I'm saying
shit.
you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Wait, I don't know. I just went into defense mode. I'm like,
you go. Do you want to fucking fight?
No, it's like no. That's not what I'm saying. Dude, trauma's in the body.
Dude,
that
trauma
book
is in the body.
There's like that book that I downloaded on Kindle. And it says like, I can't remember what it's called. The girls will know.
Mm-hmm.
It said trauma lives in your body or something.
Well,
I read a little bit of it. I was like, this might be a little too heavy for me.
I
cried yesterday. We're good.
Did you?
You know what I mean? You ever?
I low-key cried today. Like a short cry.
A little bit?
I had therapy and she was like, let yourself cry. And I was like, that's a full cry.
Right.
We don't have time.
Me too. Full cry.
I have shit to do later today.
Yeah.
So I let a little out. But yeah,
how does it feel to do a little? When I cry, it's like, I'm not going to stop for a while.
I've been taught to like not cry. Crying is weak, so I'm very good at not crying.
Well, there's that new TikTok, where it's like, there was this girl who was talking about, I think I'm on the abusive relationship side of TikTok. Dude, it's not good. It's like, here's how I found my boyfriend of 3 years cheating.
Yes, actually,
that's my whole TikTok.
It. Yeah.
Feels good though.
Some girl was just doxing her ex.
Literally.
This girl who
No. Okay, so she was saying she's making her coffee. Girls either get ready with me with like their headbands on and their everything going on, or they make coffee. So they're like, I'm getting ready for the day, ice, blah, blah, blah. And I want to tell you guys the one rule that one of 9 rules that my last boyfriend had.
I saw this.
No crying rule.
I saw this. Because he said if you cry, it's manipulating him.
Yes. I'm like, dude, no.
What if your dog dies?
Don't do that around me.
So yeah, no. She was not allowed to cry.
You know what we said?
What?
No crying.
Okay. I'd be like, I'm not crying. It's just water on my tear ducts. Like, it's not crying. So that's fucked up.
Not crying. It's so hard not to cry when you want to cry.
So are you an avid crier?
No. I just remember my crying specifically because when it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
So it hits hard.
They say crying is an orgasm for your eyes.
So, just like my orgasms, I do it 4 times a year.
I'm obsessed with that. Okay. I don't even know where to begin with you.
I don't know.
You are fascinating and like crushing the game.
Thank you. I'm having a good time.
I know. And also, you know what? I went to Wildin' Out like maybe a year before you were on it.
In New York?
When no, I wasn't.
Okay.
I just watched it. I physically went to the filming of the show.
Yeah, was it in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That shit is crazy.
It's crazy.
That shit is crazy.
If you've never been there, it's hard. People ask so many questions about how I'm like,
they ask so many questions.
I'm like, come through, go to a taping.
Yeah, the taping, I know you guys are writing beforehand,
Yeah.
you perform it. What has been your most nervous moment on Wild 'N Out? Because it is scary.
Oh my God. Okay, speaking of crying, this is a good story. I used to take it really seriously.
Yeah.
Now I do still, obviously, but I just have more fun with it.
Yeah, you have more confidence.
If someone says something about me or if my joke bombs or something, you're like, we are good.
Yeah.
I'm having a great, I've been on the show for so long that sometimes but I used to be like, the minute you hit that mic, you will fucking murder. Because it's so
airbox.
Yeah, you're running, fucking just freaking out.
Jump rope.
My batting average was so high earlier just because I was cuckoo bananas. Yeah. And I was like, just because not only do you have to get in the filming of the episode as a cast member, but you also have to make the final cut of the episode. So you have to make sure you stand out just to make your time worth it and to make yourself a recognizable cast member. Yeah. Because there's so many cast members on the show.
It's kind of like reality TV. People are like, why do you fight? And I'm like, well, do you want screen time?
Literally.
Because I'll sit there and text the whole time. Yeah. But you're not going to be on the show.
Good luck. I always thought maybe if I did reality, I would be known for my faces.
I definitely was known for my faces. However, they could use your faces in any way they want.
I was just thinking GIFs.
You actually get to the point where you're like, don't make a fucking face. And you're like, or some people will purposely not react to things. Because if they don't react, then it's it won't make it.
Crazy.
Even if they do something so fucked up.
That's acting.
I'm
obsessed. Does your brain feel warped after you come home?
Yeah, it's very meta. You're like, am I me or am I me trying to be a type of me that people will like? But anyway, that's why I cried today.
Stop. That's a famous quote from
Shakespeare?
Waldo.
Waldo.
That's the cabin guy, right?
Ralphie?
Waldo Emerson.
Ralph Zaddy.
Is that the same person?
I don't know.
Dude.
I don't do history.
I messed up at liberal arts school. I took nothing in.
Wait, what school did you go to?
I went to a SUNY school.
Which one?
SUNY Geneseo.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
It's this big.
Where are you from,
Everyone just blacks the fuck out there. Buffalo.
Oh my God. Do you know Jesse Pagula?
Maybe.
Her dad.
Who's that?
Her dad owns the Bills. And she's a professional tennis player. And I grew up playing with her.
Stop.
Apparently she's kind of Princess of Buffalo.
Dude.
But I feel like you're kind of the Princess of Buffalo.
I am not the Princess of Buffalo. I'm literally like, oh, the Bills played yesterday. I'm like, the thing is Buffalo wasn't hype until they started winning all these games.
Yeah.
The NFL controls the economy.
Oh, for sure.
Look at this.
I mean,
when I first moved to New York City, I would tell people they would not know where Buffalo was, and they lived in New York State.
This is
Buffalo. Also, social media, you can be like,
yeah, but Buffalo is crazy because it's a town that has a professional football team. When I first did comedy there,
that's not me shitting on Buffalo. By the way, I'm always like, yep, I liked living there. I had a lot of fun. I drink so much, and I love chicken wings and pizza.
What do they call it? Pizza logs.
They have pizza logs at my pizzeria I worked at. They were called pizza fingers.
That shit will go right through you.
But it will feel good going down.
So good. That's why they call them logs, because they just shoot out your butthole.
Same size. It's
in or out. You could throw it up too. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And
but I remember,
suck it back in.
I've never, when I did Texas, it was like this too, but all I had to do was say "Go Bills" on stage and the place would erupt. I just was the Messiah.
Absolutely. No.
And I've never experienced that kind of
crazy energy.
It's fucked up.
Yes.
But do you like the energy of the city?
I like the energy of the city. I mean, I don't go back to Buffalo a lot. My parents live in Rochester now.
Oh, cool.
That's why I'm waiting on the Rochester version of this to happen.
Yeah.
Which, sorry, I really don't think it ever will. But no, my mom lives with her fiance. And then my dad is just divorced and lives a town over.
When they get divorced?
Maybe too close for comfort, but
I like that. You just keep an eye on it.
They got divorced when I was 13, so literally longer ago than...
I feel like everyone's
so
parents get divorced at 13.
I know, it's such a hack age.
I go, yeah, who hasn't?
I'm like...
I go, give me an original story, bitch.
Yeah, no shit, 13 Reasons Why. 13. There's so much symbolism in it. Fuck
but
you. You're literally a young adult girl.
It's a painful age.
Yeah, it was definitely awkward for like the next 15 years.
You like couldn't make eye contact with a human.
Yeah. Till
Really ever
probably
again.
now. Probably now. Dude, that shit was awkward. My parents were like hands off too. It got really weird.
They let you run wild?
Yeah, and I was confused for a second. And it's easy to
You're
run.
like, nobody's picking me up from school today?
No, literally. And you know, like moms who like the minute you can work in New York State, they're like, you get your working papers, you're 14. Babysitting, fucking first aid classes to do baby. She was always finagling me into making money. So she just made me have jobs. And then like a minute you could get a permit, I was on there because she wanted to give her car to me so she could get it like Infinity for some reason because she's trash. But she had like this bougiest fucking car you ever saw in front of like a 2-bedroom ranch with a gravel driveway.
And like a huge TV.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, we look insane. Dude, she was so weird. I'm just realizing it now. So I lived with my mom in high school and we were pretty much just like roommates. We were both like fucking dudes.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, I was like, literally like, are you home tonight? I'm bringing home Dennis.
Dennis is
that was her boyfriend in high school.
Everybody's like stepdad's name.
I know.
Fucking Dennis.
He was around for a year and he had a mustache like this, but my mom dumped him because she said he's really slow.
I mean, that's
Not
the
in,
problem.
like,
Some of the slow guys are so hot.
Yeah, he wasn't hot either. She was like, you kept telling the same stories, and I was like, I think I'm smarter than you. And then Dennis was gone, and then she started fucking engineers. That's when things turned around.
When the money
That's
comes.
A life hack.
That is a life hack. Wait,
very straightforward.
Your mom actually is smart as shit because like dating is really collecting information until you don't want the information anymore. And if the information starts repeating too much, you're like a computer where you're like, I don't want this.
You're like, or like, I heard this once before.
But also,
or
if
you
you're
just
into him,
go with him,
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, tell me the same story every time.
Literally. Wait, you're better than me. I feel like I might be like a little bit. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, you told me. I feel like I'm too blunt sometimes. And then you see their puppy dog eyes. They're like, oh yeah, sorry.
No, that's good. I'm a people pleaser.
No, but if he said it to me, I'd be like, I want to say it again.
Or like I'll be like, you told me this, but like it's so funny. It's so funny.
I know, yeah, totally. But both parties do that.
My husband does that to me.
Do that? Yeah.
I'll like start a story and I'm so fucking excited to tell it. And he's like, you told me this already, and I go, I know, but this is for me, not about you.
But if they say, but it was that's really funny. You're like, okay. You go like, ah.
It's like you have to decide: do you fully commit or do you change?
No, I bail.
This is my pet peeve when you're in a relationship. They know all your stories, so then they start seeing when you know sometimes the story's bombing a little, so you got to add some je ne sais quoi to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then they're like, "That's not how it happened," and I'm like, and that's why divorces happen.
Wait, Stuart's such a good storyteller. Our mutual.
Yes, Stuart Fullerton.
And you can tell if she's with a good guy if he runs with every story.
It's crazy
because she'll like every time I see her, like her telling stories with her is so funny because we like describe things together. We like tag each other up.
Yeah,
and we're like no end in sight, and she said something, and it's like no end in sight.
I had a friend who I loved because whenever she told stories about the most basic things, it was so romanticized. Like it made life sound so fun. Even though like I was there, it wasn't that fun.
I know,
but like the way she tells it, I'm like, we are just like living life.
Literally. I need to get better at storytelling.
I had an ex-boyfriend though. Who, whenever I would, we hate him already. Hate. Whenever I would tell a story,
he's your ex, honey, he's in the wrong.
He's in the wrong. You're lost. So when I told stories, I could tell during it he wasn't gonna laugh, and you just like keep doing it, and like when you know he's not gonna laugh, obviously I'm not gonna perform my best.
There, done that.
And then I broke up with him because I felt like I was funny with my friends, but not with him.
Oh my gosh.
And then I heard him talk behind my back saying that I was bad at storytelling.
Oh, that's so
And this
rude.
was before I did comedy. So then because of that, I went into comedy and
you internalized it?
I internalized it, went to comedy, and then became a storyteller.
Fuck you, bitch.
No,
fuck you, bitch.
No.
Enjoy burning in hell. You're stuck here, motherfucker.
Anyone can be a bad storyteller if you feel like you're walking on ice with someone, or like you're walking on eggshells, whatever the fucking term.
Oh, yeah, ice. Depending on where you are. If it's early spring,
if it's Buffalo,
don't walk on the ice. Like, it's just like known. Walking on eggshells. Been there, done that.
You have.
Yes. Oh, eggshells don't feel like that'd be that bad to walk on. It should be like walking on fucking hot coals filled with nails.
Yeah, also, why are there so many eggshells on the floor?
Yeah.
I've never.
Hard-boiled eggs? Are you rolling and
I mean,
cracking?
you're one egg, and that's not enough eggshells to have like a full walk through.
Right.
Well,
I guess eggshells means it cracks easily.
I thought
it meant to be painful.
Back to you on Burning in Hell, because like you're a stand-up comic, you're a writer, but also like you're performing on this unique show that not a lot of comics experience.
Yeah, no one. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I'm like trying to tell people about a dream I had, and they're just like, okay. Dudes are weird about telling
about dreams.
Yeah. I keep seeing tweets. It's like, don't tell me about your dreams.
Just the other day,
I do it all the time. I'm like, but my dreams are crazy.
There's also meanings behind
it.
Look, if it gets too detailed, I'm like,
it's like a 2-minute story.
Yeah, but I like to get meanings behind dreams. Like, when your teeth are falling out.
Yeah, I hate that one. Does it mean you're anxious?
I think it actually means like you're worried about how people see you.
Oh, absolutely, but getting better. I haven't had one in a while.
I know, that's good.
But go ahead, just smiling.
Oh yeah, like smiling shows like how you portray yourself to people, and if you feel like you can't smile, it means like you're scared of showing yourself.
Oh, I love to smile.
Yeah.
So I think I'm fine.
What was the story?
Trauma lives in the body.
Yeah. Wait, what was the story? You said something traumatized had happened to you.
We didn't even. Oh my god.
You just.
Okay. 30 minutes ago? Am I bombing or are we having fun?
No, this is amazing.
Okay. The studio is beautiful.
I know.
If you're listening, you guys need to watch.
Yeah, we're posting on YouTube now. I never talk about it, but we are.
It's so beautiful, like the pink and the plants in the back. Like, what the fuck? Okay, it's Rainforest Cafe. Chic.
Yeah.
I'm like, can we get some ribs? Okay, so traumatizing or crying. Wow. Oh yeah. What was the most? Okay, so for my first season of Wild 'N Out, they play this game. It's called Goddamn, and it's like just roasting back and forth. Mm-hmm. But it used before I started on the show, I think it used to just be kind of like lighthearted, like you look like if I had bad glasses on.
Yeah.
No, sorry. You look like
it's like more generic.
Yeah. And then I came in and was like, you can't come unless someone's fucking choking on. Just so high. And they're like, whoa.
So you wrote your own shit and you kind of pushed the limit a little.
Yeah, a little, but I didn't realize because I have a roast battle background.
Yeah.
I did roasting in New York City, roast masters, roast battle.
That's how you kind of got momentum.
Yeah. So I came on the show as like, I do stand up and I also roast.
Yeah.
And I also and I'm also like super white. So
and you have
with that what you will. You know what I mean? That's like, it's those three things. Roasting, being funny, and just also I'm super fucking white. And I don't even lean into it. I'm literally like, obviously I do. I fucking do all that Maddy with the fatty, like twerking and shit like that. But I'm also just like,
you're just yourself.
Yeah,
you're
and
just yourself.
I don't think they've ever had someone like that. Yeah. So I can just go there and be myself.
Oh.
Ew, wait, you asked one question and I'm like acting as if Oprah's interviewing me.
I mean, they do call me the White Oprah.
Were you silenced? Okay, who's reading Harry's book?
Wait,
Not me.
You're the Meghan Markle of Wild 'N Out.
I literally am. And my dad keeps calling.
Wait, so what happened?
Oh, okay. So we play this. Holy shit, I'm so dumb. Continue to part 2, you guys. We do a mini-series on HBO. It's like I'm friendly.
This is how the documentaries just be so long.
I know.
Let's just cut to your childhood for no reason and a random neighbor.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa. I look fat. I'm 4 years old. Okay, so we play this game called Goddamn, and so I came in, and the funniest person on Wild 'N Out, known on the show, and we usually don't say that in stand up. Like, who's the funniest? If they're still you know what I mean? We're like, oh, funny.
Yeah.
But at Wild 'N Out, or even after a show, no one will look at each other and be like,
You were the
We
best.
talk behind each other's back about who's the goat, who's ever been the goat, who's your Rushmore. But face to face after a show, everyone's like, no, it was all great.
Yeah. Or like,
no
the crowd was good for you, but not for him.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
The crowd didn't like me, but they liked you.
Yeah. Literally. Literally. Everyone's just like, everyone's really polite IRL. Okay. So but Wild and Out is like, he's the funniest on the show. She's the best rapper. She carries the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This show would not be here without blah, blah, blah. There's obvious.
There's like a hierarchy.
Yes. And it's known.
Yeah.
So they put me, I did so many of these roasts that in that game called Goddamn, where you just go back and forth until someone gets out by a ref who says shaky.
Yeah.
He says shaky if you have a bad joke.
Yeah.
Ugh. And because I did Roast Masters, I took it really seriously.
Yes.
Because it's, Roast Masters, you're with these guys who are a little on the spectrum. And now I'm just like, I'm in a lighthearted environment and I'm backstage like, but they're also, they kept putting me against people. It's like the rookie.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I go against DC Young Fly. I'm shitting my pants. And I don't know. I could have made it more fun if I kind of talked to him more ahead of time, but I was really shy. And he like kicked my ass in like 2 seconds. This sounds so dramatic, but I can't tell you guys how seriously I used to take this show.
Like it was traumatic for you.
Yeah. And like,
but also
I don't think they know there how crazy I am either.
But part of the show is like you want to see someone lose sometimes. Like that's good TV.
Oh, absolutely. It made the episode.
Yeah.
And it was us on the episode. It looks like I'm just laughing. I had a couple good jokes and the comments were like, more about like, holy shit, his joke about blah, blah, blah was hilarious. But there wasn't like, she sucks ass. It was like, she was funny too.
I watched it like WWE where I thought you guys.
Absolutely.
I thought you guys plan for who's
gonna. Like on that game, like, so the real ones, we make it happen on the stage.
What does that mean?
Like, so corny. It sounds corny. Like you don't prep. You don't tell them what you're gonna say. So I go against him. He says my ass is built like the last drop of toothpaste, and he's very
physical.
Yeah, physical. Like the funniest motherfucker in the world. Like you guys have to look him up because he's like, yeah, and then he squeezes out and he like goes like. Ugh.
Wait, is he the one?
And, like gets a laugh on every rhythm. Is he the one
with
body.
The tattoo?
Yeah,
I love him. Yeah, he's so funny.
He gets a laugh on like every movement of his body.
Yeah, he's like
I'm just
a cartoon
there,
character.
Like, yeah, he's a cartoon, and I'm just standing there like, you look like it should be called Wild and Out of the Closet. And they're like, it's funny, but it's not like
could have been to anyone.
It's and it's not like holy like the way he moves.
So you don't have writers helping you?
And then the minute he beat me, I had tears welled up in my eyes.
Wait, that's hysterical though. Like crying.
And then the executive producer, her name's Annie. She's from Buffalo. She has red hair.
Oh.
Her and I are like pretty close, or like work.
Yeah.
Like super friendly and normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with them.
Yeah.
I was like, sorry, I bombed that episode. She's like, are you kidding? That was awesome. You went against like DC Young Fly and you had like so many other moments and you're like, oh, you guys aren't like keeping score at this point.
Yeah.
And you also realize it's a bigger picture. Like, so because I went against him and lost, but it was still funny and I had a happy face and like.
Yeah, the fact you got the opportunity to be against him and you like gave them good content.
Yeah.
Dude,
if after
I'm so proud of you.
If after every episode you say, that was really funny. What I did there was really cool and funny. Then you're like, I feel good.
You held your own.
Yeah.
When
and
you
then
said.
You kind of learn bigger picture, like. It's not about like one joke bombing. It's about your whole aura on stage. It's about like,
the journey.
What's Maddy doing in the background? Oh, people make jokes about Maddy? Like bigger picture.
Yeah.
Is she like a memorable character?
That's how I feel.
That will make us money.
Exactly. And then you start getting confidence. But that's how I feel with like any job. Like, because we both have perfectionism tendencies. Yes. You get one bad email from your boss and you're like,
game over.
They've lost all confidence in me. I fucking suck. I'm horrible.
Game over.
But
and I cried at one of my mid-year reviews at one of my jobs because there was one critique that he pulled out of nowhere just to have something. You know what I mean?
And you were like, I did everything I could to try to avoid this.
I was like, I could defend myself on this, and I thought we talked about it, but here you are. I get really triggered when people bring something up from a long time ago. Yeah. And you're like, you're holding on to that?
Yeah. Or like, so that's what you've been thinking about this whole time?
No, this whole time.
Dude, because it's funny, you just said they don't know I'm crazy, and I wanted to be like, you calling yourself crazy? What does that entail?
Oh, it entails like making sure I'm good. Like, anyone mad at me? Anyone mad at me? Anyone mad at me? Okay. Who. And then also, how do I expand on my persona from just like a like easy jokes, like white girl jokes, into other stuff, but then also keeping that because it's really easy and fun. And I think about that a lot, I think.
Were you good in school?
Which I don't think anyone else is thinking about. I just literally just like,
well, yeah, you
want to succeed. I like anything I do, I like,
yes.
The stupidest fucking shit too.
Yeah, like checkers.
Yes.
You're like, finally someone brought
Thank you for saying that. Oh my God. Am I talking too much?
I once lost in like ping pong. I had a full mental breakdown. But it's because like the ball was weird, whatever. Full mental breakdown.
I started playing pool recently with, who could it be now? I started playing pool and I'm like, now I get mad.
You're just breaking
like this. At first it was like flirtatious. Haha, we're touching each other, like lower back. And now I'm like, oh, that was good.
You're like straight up cheating, just like putting the ball in the hole.
I stop a white ball from going in. I'm like, no, it wasn't a scratch.
Someone speaks while you're going and you're like, don't ever do that again.
Like you guys have to get out of the way because I'm going behind my back.
Hey, I like don't want to ruin the mood, but can you not talk when I'm just trying, I want you to have fun, but just you're chewing really loud. Okay, thank you.
Exactly.
I do think like with tennis, I was very perfectionist where like I did not want to miss a ball.
Yeah.
And as a result, big picture, I would play too tight to like perform.
Right.
Where in stand-up, if you're so fucking hung up on every joke, you're not performing.
Okay, so this happened to me recently, like only in the past year did I kind of try to stop being a perfectionist in stand-up.
Yeah.
And it's been a crazy restructuring of everything. I don't know if for the better, because I think I got worse.
No, this is good.
I'm like,
sometimes you have to go a little
better.
back.
My vibes are better, so I think ultimately my growth will be better because I'm stepping into like, stay confident versus like.
Let me tell you something crazy. Because with sports, you actually like win or lose. It's hard to convince people. But stand up, they don't remember what you say. They remember how you made them feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you have the vibe.
Oh, dude.
You have the vibe.
This happened to me when I first got in at New York Comedy Club. When you go from bar shows to clubs, it's like.
Yeah.
Ticket pairs.
Yeah.
Saturday night, 80-person full room. You're like.
Yeah.
So I used to fucking had sets where I would, for the first 4 minutes, bang, bang, boom, like,
yeah.
And then something like didn't land the way I wanted it to. And then,
yeah.
You're losing them.
Yeah.
They're all telling each other that you suck.
You've already been canceled.
And you get off, you tell the host, you're like, I don't know what happened. And they're like, what? What are you talking about? And it was because I was such like on stage. Like,
well, you can't be judging everything if you're
be.
constantly judging yourself. But I feel like stand-up is fun for me because like it's actually very hard to critique yourself and be in the moment and talk.
Yes.
Because tennis, I could be in my own head the whole time. Yeah, because it's hard to have a full conversation while you're saying a joke in your head. It's possible.
I do it
crazy.
though.
Yeah,
I do it though, and it's bad.
But sometimes it's good because you're like, okay, after I finish this joke, I'm gonna get this guy in the weird fucking hat to my right, and then I'm gonna finish that joke.
I'm literally on stage like I have to call my mom.
Like leave the straightener on.
Yeah, did I leave the straightener on? Am I getting ghosted? Those are my 3 thoughts on stage.
Wait, so why did you like roast battles so much?
Dude, I fucking didn't. I just
because that shit's scary as shit.
I just started doing it, and then I got that's rude. That's unfair to say. I did like doing it. There was an adrenaline.
You initially liked that,
but it's terrified me from the beginning when I started doing it at Comedy Fight Club, which was like an underground basically only comedians went and roasted each other. It was like kind of like a circle jerk in a good way. It was really fun.
And you probably learned so much.
Oh yeah, and yeah, totally. So I would go back and forth and wrote so many jokes and then did the club ones and yada, yada, yada. And I just kept doing it because people kept saying I was good at it.
Yeah.
But the more I got in it, the more nervous I got. Like
well, then
even today, I couldn't do a roast battle because it freaks me out. The last one I did, I was like, why am I still feeling like this? And I think it's because I started it early on and just did so much.
Yes.
I don't know why.
That was when you had to. Like you had to face that stuff and you've almost like surpassed. Like you're like, I don't need to prove myself with these like I actually got asked to judge a roast battle when I'd never done roast battle or watched roast battle. But I had like, because I had come from like a different angle. And then I get there and then I realize the judges are roasting them. I don't know that shit.
Right.
So then immediately it's like all this pressure where I have to come up with roast.
I know.
I've never even done that before.
You have to do that when you judge too.
So like I didn't realize that. And also you have to stay the whole hour.
I know that too.
But it's fine. But it ended up being like a fun exercise for me. But I realized the art form that I hadn't even touched. Do you think your comedy's gotten better because?
Wait, I will say, and to agree with that, before you ask, I was on a show with Ashley Hesseltine, a live podcast.
Yeah.
She like murdered. Yeah. And I was like, wow, you're good at live podcasting. Because I was just up there like, I'd fuck him. It's just like two weirdos in the, I don't know. You know what I mean? You like do something that you're like, yeah, it looks easy. And then you go up and you're like, okay. You gotta have longer sentences.
You go full thought out points?
Dude, she like taught. I'm like, what the? How'd you do that? And then I'm just like, shirt, Justin has a boner. I don't know, but so to agree with that, I know what you mean.
But I'm also like you, where I don't like being put in a box where it's like I want to entertain and like
I want to entertain.
I'm an entertainer.
I got in here to be on stage and for people to laugh and
yes. But I was reading an interview.
And it's because I didn't do well in musical theater.
I didn't either.
In high school, you didn't?
No, I didn't do musical theater.
Okay,
sorry.
I thought you said I didn't either.
I didn't do well in musical theater.
Right.
But I actually didn't do it. I didn't try, which someone says
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
And sometimes you're not supposed to take those shots.
Right.
But yeah, I read that
I'm a huge LeBron fan.
Are you?
No. I don't know anything about sports. That's my character lately. I was pretending to be into sports. I'm like, yeah, I'm watching the game too.
Do you know what's crazy?
Yes.
I know a lot about sports. But I had to quit my fantasy football league because I won it, but I got too emotional and I like couldn't handle the pressure.
Right.
Like I had to leave the bar once.
Right.
Like everyone was having fun. I was like, my guy is fucking sucking dick, and I need to go get my mind off this.
I can't like playfully do something. How
do you just like live without working but like have fun?
I can't playfully do something because you're like, when it's like a fantasy, focus in. It's like when someone's teaching me a card game, I'm like, okay. I was playing card game and I was also drunk and I was trying to be like, but I can't not care because if I don't care, I'm gonna look stupid. And
I don't fuck with card games unless I know the fucking rules, and the rules are not making sense right now, and I feel like they're like conning it so they win.
Okay, that's what was happening. The guy we were with, respectfully, great guy, friend of a friend,
but he knows the rules. No one else does.
He revealed rules as things were. I'm like, you did not tell me that,
because then I'm gonna get an L on my resume that I don't deserve.
Nope. And now I'm folding the cards, putting them in the middle of the table, and saying, "I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let me know if you want to get brunch."
So from here,
I'm sorry, I keep interrupting.
It's okay. You've wilded out. You're doing your stand up. You're walking on a lot of eggshells.
Stand up, touring, like
What are you enjoying and what are you working towards?
Dude, that's such a good question, Hannah. I don't know. I feel like
manifesting.
If I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I'm floating right now.
That's good,
and it doesn't feel good.
I was like, this is good. This is bad. This is bad.
I don't know. At some point, I've gotten a far enough in stand up where I'm like, oh, this is like my direction now.
Yes.
Everything is under my lead. It used to be like, you do a show here, you do a show, and especially coming up in the New York City scene, you're like, I'm growing like this, it's all making sense. Club. And now I'm like on the road, so you have to sell tickets, and you're like, everything is up to me. I used to feel like I was working for bookers, and now I'm like working for Maddy, and I'm like floating a little bit, kind of figuring it out, selling great amount of tickets because I have appeared in so many different places. I think.
Yes.
But I'm feeling like there's something else that I could be moving toward. I just don't know it yet, and I feel like the clock is ticking.
But also, what if like you're right exactly where you're supposed to be?
I like to think of it like that, and I try to do as many affirmations.
Doing affirmations?
No, I listen to one every Monday. It's called Habits of a Goddess. It's actually very nice. It's 10 minutes. The first 2 minutes are just like her talking, and then she goes into 8 minutes of like really nice affirmations. They sound really nice.
What made you want to do that?
And each week is a different. Like today's was mindset. It's.
What kind of trauma turned you to that?
Oh, I know. It's always that.
No one's like, maybe I'll just do it.
Why are the girls doing manifestations and affirmation? We have to. We have to literally say, you are perfect as you are. The universe is on your side. It's a fucking Jewel song. Yeah, Alanis Morissette.
I'm not gonna kill myself.
I got one hand in my pocket and the other one scrolling on TikTok. Okay, time for the Alex Earl segment. Who's watching?
I do have to say, everyone's like, Alex Earl doesn't have any talent. For you to tell a story and do makeup at the same time, that shit.
I couldn't.
I can't even watch and listen at the same time.
And to post at the frequency with which she's posting, like in the way that it's like all sorts of stuff going on, I'm like, damn.
Also, once you start,
how high is your Adderall prescription?
I know. Like, where's the depressing day?
That's awesome.
Also,
like,
when you
could do that, no, I could not.
When you get so many followers, you immediately, as a human, are like, holy fuck, there's so many more eyes on this. Yeah. You're going to think twice about your content. This bitch has not gotten scared. She keeps posting. Good for her. Respect.
And she's hot as fuck. Holy shit.
Like, Midwest moms are wearing white eyeliner right now because of her.
Really? And she talks honestly about having a boob job.
And she talks about being on, like, anxiety meds.
Yeah. I know. She talked about Lexapro. And she was like doing her makeup and she was like, and after that, it just made sense. And I was like, yeah. Although I've been thinking of upping mine lately.
What are you on? What are you on?
Lexapro, only like 10 milligrams. I think I need 5 more.
I don't think 10 does anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I was on Paxil, like 15 milligrams for like so long. And they were like, that's not even the like recommended dosage to feel anything.
No, I've been feeling like more anxious lately. So I think I also need to up my Lexapro.
This is the hard thing too, like with success, like with more money, more problems, like it's not bad, but it's like you're still the same person that you were. You just now have like more shit on the table. Yeah. Which is great. Yes. But it's also, you have to continually check on your mental health. Because next thing you know.
That's the other thing. I'm like, okay, well, maybe 10 was fine for a second. Yes. But guess what? Shit's fucking happening.
Yes. And a lot of it is like, you can't affect events in your life. Like, that shit is crazy.
No, you cannot affect.
Oh, yeah. We were bonding about being fucking a little tired on like, get back from the weekend.
Yeah, it's hard.
And everyone's like, oh, you're not coming out for spots tonight?
No, I'm not.
Are you behind? Are you not working like us? And you're like, bitch, I fucking did 6 hours of stand-up in 2 days.
And I've done like the Monday night shows after a weekend and I want to kill myself. Like, I want to like bring a fucking noose and hang myself on stage and call it art. Put it on the front of fucking New York Mag.
Hell yeah.
Who was Maddy Smith?
Ooh, I like this manifestation.
Yeah, absolutely. It was in the Habits of a Goddess this week.
She says your actual name and you're like, okay.
Yeah, okay. I know, it gets right. It's just like, he will not hurt you. He cannot hurt you. He is in the past. You're right. You're right. You're right.
You just take a lipstick, crying, putting it on the mirror, just like, I am worthy.
I'm worthy of love.
And then you just show up to work on a Zoom call and you're like, I'm ready now.
Hi, you guys. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I wanted to pull up sales and then also touch base about the website redesign.
Okay, we have to play a final game.
Okay, sounds good. Wait, I feel like I said nothing this entire episode. Do you think people will be mad?
No, I got so much out of you. But like, you just got to be like ready for it, you know? Because it's coming left, right, down.
What do you mean?
You gave us so much great information.
Oh, okay.
In many different types of waves.
There's so many things I didn't even say, like, do I have a UTI?
I do have to say, I feel like when you're fucking the wrong guy, you get more UTIs.
No, but this is a dehydration thing.
You don't drink enough water?
No.
I don't drink water. I think water's boring.
It really messes with me, and I kind of had like bladder problems from like age 5.
Oh, so
feeling a stingy is relatively common if I don't drink enough water.
Does it drive you though?
Bad. yeah, it drives me to piss before and after sex, and to occasionally use lube if I need to.
I'm sorry, UTIs, the feeling like you need to pee.
I hate.
And then you can't pee.
I got one in middle school in band. Literally peed into a denim skirt.
That'll make you funny.
Yeah.
In life.
It made me paranoid that everyone's gonna fucking know I pissed my pants. It was first period too.
Oh,
it smelled like piss all day.
But I love a denim skirt moment for you.
Oh, absolutely.
She's stunning.
Pastel.
Okay. Are you ready to play the 7 Deadly Sins?
Yes.
What are you greedy about?
Oh, good question. That's a good question. I think I'm thinking too seriously. I'm like, it should have either been the first thought or now it's not going to happen because you're going to get too deep into it. I'm greedy about, oh gosh, I don't know. My time, consideration.
Are you good with your time? Do you say no to people?
people that are on the C list of my contacts. You know what I mean?
You go, people who aren't verified on Instagram.
The ones who are at the top, I cancel everything for them. And I'm talking about my family, of course.
Well, your
family first. I see them once a year.
The mom you shat on for the first 20 minutes of the podcast.
Oh, dude, well, she had it. I'm like, so trash. My mom was both my
but
parents.
She had a sick car.
Yeah, and she was like, you couldn't feel the odometer going up, so she was driving like 90 miles an hour, or speedometer. Odometer measures your trip miles.
I can't drive.
So dumb.
Who are you envious?
Okay. I'm greedy about sleep. If I don't get enough, I need to get enough.
Because comedy, you're going to bed like sometimes 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
I'll wake up and literally like I slept through a podcast like a few weeks ago and I was like, sorry, I'm greedy about my sleep.
Honestly, same.
Yeah.
Same.
He happily rescheduled and said 10 a.m. was ambitious of me.
It was inappropriate of them.
That's I literally just I said I slept through this. Do you want it? It's like a Zoom podcast.
No.
Where they're just gonna ask how I got on Wild and Out, like for 40 minutes. Like you're just in there with your H6 hooked up. You're like in your apartment alone. Your apartment looks like a crack den because
you're trying to pretend like you don't have the sleep voice and you're like la la la.
Yeah, literally.
People like think you're lazy though because they'll look at your day and you're like sleeping all day, but you're like I start work at 7.
Yeah.
And I have to be like on.
I know.
Just, like scrolling emails.
Yeah, and if you do like a pod during the day and other fucking self tapes or whatever the fucking people should do, or write if you write, which I do 2 hours a day, obviously.
I've pulled up a Google Doc before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Opened it,
and I wrote like.
This is the thing about writing jokes. I tried to write jokes the other month, and I wrote 2 bits that were very subpar, and I tried them out for a whole month, and then I quit them.
I don't know what's happening, because I'm like kind of on the same shit, too.
And it's like, at least I tried.
I'm like, I tried.
This is the thing.
What do you want from me? I tried.
I will have a 5-minute bit just come to me, or I don't have it.
Yeah.
I can't write it.
I'm like 1 minute in, I'm like, I need some water.
No,
and then I leave.
I'm dehydrated.
Yeah, I need to leave.
Who are you envious of?
Who am I envious of?
Besides the guy during the roast.
I am envious of like Robert Pattinson, maybe. It seems like he has a fun life right now.
What is he doing?
He's doing like smaller movies.
Oh, you want to be like an indie girly?
No, I think I want to get to the point where you're like, ooh, that sounds fun. I'm not right now. Everything's like, okay. You know how once you progress and you're like, yeah, sounds good.
You want to be at the point where you can say no to shit.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
I like that.
Who else am I envious of?
Robert Pattinson's hot.
I'm thinking too much. Olivia Colman seems like she's like happy.
Who's that?
She was in The Lost Daughter.
So random.
That's oh, not envious, but like I love her.
Yeah.
And I think she looks like she's like Miley Cyrus. Like,
yeah.
That looks so fun. That's what I mean. She's my Robert Pattinson. Like, kind of was on this, and then she like backed out a little bit, and then like started rocking and doing covers.
Yes.
Plastic Hearts, blah, blah, blah. And now it's like #1 song. I'm like, and she seems really in her element.
Yes.
Whereas before she was like, Liam, like, and even before that,
you
know what I mean? She like just took a step back, whether subconsciously or the industry didn't fuck with her for a second. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And now it's like, Miley. Good for you.
Yeah.
And she looks really fully herself.
Yes.
I said too much.
No, I love that.
I love that. Yeah.
It was perfect.
Thanks.
I love how you end everything with that was too much.
New segment.
Delete that. The whole podcast is just 1 minute.
Archive that. Yeah, right. Yeah. Delete. Can you delete that actually?
When was the last time you experienced extreme wrath or anger?
That's a good question. Let me think for 1 second. Extreme wrath or anger. I mean, like, I was over at home for Christmas and like I hate the way my mom eats yogurt.
What did she do?
You know, like moms when they eat yogurt, because like moms and yogurt.
Yeah.
Pours it the fucking shit from the fire into the glass ceramic fucking bowl that has reindeer on it. I'm like, not the yogurt. Because it's also like last day of break I'm like there. And my mom always does this on vacations, like vacation times. Like, I'm not eating. I'm done. Throw away the slop. Throw away the chips. I'm done. She's like eating disorder. Yeah. And she eats normally over the holidays. She eats pork tenderloin and a piece of pie. But she's like, I'm done. I'm back to yogurt, oatmeal, and fiber one. I'm like, okay, fine.
Shit yourself for the next.
Enjoy. I'm like, I was just gonna drink water for tomorrow. She's been like that since the dawn of fucking Aquarius, but it's not even a saying. But okay, so that's when she pissed me off because she started making comments about the food. I'm like, shut up, like stop.
Well, once
you're bothering me.
You realize it's like their shit, and you don't have to attach to it anymore.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm just like, doesn't a motherfucking learn.
We're still doing this.
So then she puts the Greek yogurt. Oh, I thought you were talking about the podcast. I'm like, I know. Okay. So she puts a Greek yogurt, and then there's toppings like granola and frozen cherries, I think. Ugh. And then I think she does sugar-free chocolate chips. Ugh. And then the way moms eat yogurt, I think people will get like they scoop it in their mouth and then they're like, Mads, what time is your flight tomorrow? I'm like, and then the scraping of the bowl at the end with like the getting it all out. I'm like, bruh. You are bothering me. So I think people now I sound insane. I have low-key misophonia, which is when you and I know people
my husband has it.
It's, won't
even let me type next to him.
Oh, dude, I can do that. It's hard candy and my mom eating. It's a very specific.
Like, actually, you just hate your mom.
Yeah, I think I hate my mom. It's getting better though. Like I'm able to sit in the room with her.
Yeah.
Like 4 years ago, I would have been like, stop with the popcorn. My
husband can't do chewing, but he jokes that like he didn't hear my chewing until after we got married.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
So we've lost all.
No, he sounds like a nice guy. Let me know, like, if you need
after
anything.
The feast was over. It was just
typical
pig.
Typical.
When was the last time you were a sloth? So, like, do you ever let yourself have, like, a full day of doing nothing?
Absolutely.
Love it.
Usually, like, I mean, I guess you could say traveling home, you kind of get home. I'm sloth-like on each of those Sundays, especially after a big chunk of time gone. You're like, lie on the couch. But I don't think that's slothy. I think that's just, like, my Friday night.
Trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big sloth. Big sloth moment. Let me think. BSM, big sloth moment.
You're in your sloth era?
I'm in my sloth era. You can't spell sloth without hot. Hot girl walk.
Wow.
I don't know. I've been relatively slothy.
I feel like
sometimes my home gets messy because I live alone.
Same.
So you can just allow it to get a little bit messy.
Yep.
That like dudes are messy in different ways than we are.
Yeah, they are.
I'm like, sometimes I look around, I'm like, oh, someone came over, like, they'd be concerned.
Yeah.
Like, hoarders. But then I clean it all up.
Yeah.
I'm getting better at incremental cleaning.
Yeah, guys are
taking
like dirty,
some time.
but girls are like, you've, like, racketeered this apartment.
Like, an entire pile of crop tops from New Year's. On my ground.
Or like
the clothes I wear on New Year's, like still.
Also, guys, I feel like it accumulates and it's pretty steady. Where like, girls, it'll be like so pristine. And then someone's like, hey, can you come to dinner? And then like in 5 minutes, the house was bombed.
Yes. Oh, bombed. Did you see Alex Earl's room?
Oh, yeah. And Bethany Frankel got mad. She was like,
let
me clean her for you.
Oh, yeah. You can
I'm like,
go through.
She's creative. Leave her alone.
The guy I could have like was together with once.
Yeah.
Was like, I dropped off so much laundry, like 20 pounds. And I was like, dude, I did 2 IKEA bags, 40 pounds. And I said, I have 300 more outfits than you do.
You go.
Guys have like 3 outfits.
Yeah, they have like 1 pair of socks.
Yeah.
They have 1 shirt.
Yeah.
Literally 1.
Literally 1 shirt. And the rest of them I hate. I'm like, you have 1 shirt. And he's like, what about this one? I'm like, you have 1 shirt.
They've never washed their jeans before.
Oh, they don't wash their jeans.
When was the last time you lusted over someone? So like, who's like your celebrity crush, not like real life?
Okay, celebrity crush, not real life. I like, if Miles Teller was like, and me and him started talking, and he had the personality of.
Oh, true. I like this.
Because like, I think he would be like rude to me. And like, if I ever met him, I'm like, cause he's so hot though. If he was like, had the personality of who? Michael Cera and Superbad.
Wait, I'm obsessed with that.
Like someone just like was like,
oh, you like sweet.
I like a sweet motherfucker. Sweet. They say there's sugar in everything.
Oh my God.
I like nice, straightforward, sweet. If you neg me, we are done.
You just start crying.
I literally be like, I'm literally like,
my husband.
You can't talk to me like that.
So mean to each other.
I don't
like
know.
if we're nice to each other, we stop and we're like,
really?
Yeah.
I lead with nice, and I
think it's because you're a nice girl from Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm nice. If you're nice to me, I'm nice to you.
You're a nice, sweet, God-given woman.
Stop. And God is a woman.
God is a woman.
So, my hair is so greasy.
Final question.
I've been pulling out like a fucking rat's nest in the back for the last hour.
Honestly, it's been kind of like therapeutic to watch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It has not come undone. I might have to cut it out.
That shouldn't be your new TikTok video where you're like, watch me slowly get the nuts out of my hair as I explain how to get ready for tonight.
Wait, I need to do those videos. I'm obsessed. Sorry. Get ready with me to go to divorce court with my ex. Here is a story of how I found out he was sleeping with my sister. You're like, I'm in.
Or it's even just like, get ready with me to do dick jokes to 4 people in a bar on the Lower East Side. Ooh, too realistic.
I know.
I have a question for you.
Maybe I could do something like that.
This is the final question.
I've literally never done something like that. I'm like, I could do that. Okay,
You're
last
like,
question.
This is your brand now.
Okay, last question.
What do you do to cope with your hell when you're going through it?
Mm-hmm.
When you're scared,
mm-hmm.
feeling hopeless,
mm-hmm.
what do you do to cope?
Mm-hmm. I've been very honest with my friends lately and calling them or
names,
loved ones.
No, just kidding.
Names Miles Teller. That's his name, right? Miles Teller. I just think Top Gun was so fucking hot.
Yeah.
Them playing like
volleyball
on the beach. What was I gonna say?
You're honest with your friends.
Yeah, because I was in a relationship once where I didn't tell them how bad it was, and I had to tell them a lot at the end.
Yeah.
And they were like, Maddie. They weren't mad. They're like, the next person you date, we're going on dates with. Like, we're coming with
supervision.
Because there was so much I let slide.
Well, yeah.
And I wasn't telling them because from, like one of my friends already had told me to break up with him like a month before. And like, you can't, because then you're just blah, blah, blah. So you hide a lot. You hide a lot. We're good. I think it's good. Never, he ignored me for 3 days at a time. You know what I mean?
If you're lying to yourself, you can't tell the truth to them.
Yeah.
So it's like you were put in an awkward position.
So every day was awkward. Felt awkward for 4 months.
Because you weren't.
Who am I? Do I have a boyfriend? He said I am his. He said I am his girl. Yeah, like
I'm over him.
Which for me, already starting with anxious attachment, moving towards secure though.
Moving towards secure.
Moving towards secure.
We're verse.
Well, I thought I was moving towards secure. Okay, you're married. That's like the most secure thing ever.
We're bored.
Exactly.
We are just at peace.
At peace is way to go.
Maddie, you're fucking amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Tell everyone.
And you are too. This was awesome.
This was so much fun.
I had a great time.
Literally didn't even think of a question for you because we just flowed.
We were vibing. We were vibing here in the street.
Where can people listen to your podcast, which is amazing?
Yes.
And I laugh at the clips so hard. You guys have amazing chemistry. Where can people watch you? Go to your stand-up.
Yes.
Give me the goods.
Absolutely. So my podcast is called That Time of the Week. You can find it through my Instagram. You can find it on YouTube. You can listen to it on any media. Oh, what else? You guys, I am touring with High Frequency and I'm really funny. I'll say that with confidence. It's a really fun show for the girls and the guys.
Yeah.
The guys say, if I open for a guy like Bert Kreischer or Theo Von, the guys say, she loved you about their girlfriends. I did too, but she did. I'm like, can she talk? So I know it's fun for both parties. It's fun for couples. It's fun for if you're a fan of just laughing at goofy stuff. There's a lot of funny jokes, and I don't know why I'm talking.
I'm literally sold. I'm like, give me a ticket.
Give me a ticket. And then, like all sorts of cities coming up. I don't know when this comes out.
Check out her website. It's coming out tomorrow.
What?
Let's fucking go.
That's so swift.
I know.
Holy shit. Sometimes you do a pod and they're like, I don't know, May.
Yeah, they're like,
okay,
never.
I will be a different gender by then. So, dude, I'm coming to DC Improv this weekend.
Oh,
so
fun.
Ticket sales are fire. Stuart's going to be there too.
Yes,
so
we love Stu.
come through. And last time we were in DC, we had a really fun time. That was a year ago. So I was going to tell a story, but I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here. And then I'm going to Austin in February along with Plano, Texas. Turn up. And then Indianapolis and so many more. So MaddySmithComedy.com. So Maddy Smith are all my medias and blah, 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 blah.
Follow her on TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah.
And watch her on Wild Out.
Yeah. It's literally like, I'm
and
very available.
Videos, her YouTube videos, the compilations, fire. Don't look at the comments, though. They're great, but don't look at them. Just
no. I'm over it.
You don't do that.
I hate when something comes up that you didn't want to see, and you see it on like you're like,
yeah, the Instagram.
You're like at a party, and it's like fucking cunt, bitch. Like, and you're like, yeah, I'll have another margarita.
You're like, what happened with your boyfriend? That's crazy.
No, literally, it's like sometimes the comments are like spot on too. You're like,
they're savage.
They're right. They're right. No, but don't look at the comments. But comment nice stuff because that's nice. But I won't look at it either way because I'm zen. I don't need any of you. Wait, that was two. That meant that was supposed to be nice.
I think that was perfect.
Everyone just followed and then unfollowed.
We love you guys. Thanks for coming to Hell. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye.